Hey there, Scott from Skystrobe here. Have been working on a new song, a cover that myself and David are putting out soon. Um, and I've changed how I'm approaching vocal tracking and mixing, really. Not tracking. David tracks actually the same. He sends me vocals that are how you would imagine it. It's generally like one long vocal channel that is the whole song. You might have a main that is every single part of the song, the intro, the verse, the chorus, etc. Most likely, if you're working with singers, that's how you're going to get their takes. They're not necessarily going to track, hey, here's just the intro, and then that's on its own, track, and then here's the verse and etc. Now they might be doing that, and maybe that is easier for them because it's maybe your songs are somewhat simpler. But David Skystrobe, we do a lot of harmonies, so there's just a lot going on. So I've recently changed how I handle that in my DAW, and I thought that I would show you because I wasn't doing this before. Maybe all pro sound engineers are doing this as they mix and master, but it's new for me, and it's been sort of game changing. So anyway, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but here's the DAW setup for this song we've got. Up here, the purple is guitars, so we've got a few channels of those. Blue here is the bass. Green is going to be drums and synths. But then we get down here and we get into all the various vocals. And what I've done is I've just gone in and spliced up his tracks, right? So again, David sends me one long track that's just like main vocal one, and there might be parts of the verse, parts of the chorus, parts of the outro, or the intro, or whatever it might be on that one take. So I split that and I cut it down so that I can organize things by the actual section of the song, right? So that I'm creating a bunch of different tracks. As you can see here, these three tracks are just the three parts that are in the intro. This next section here, this is the verse, and we've got 5 different vocal things going on here in terms of harmonies and doubling and that sort of thing. This is the pre-chorus. As you can see, we've got 7 different tracks there. Some of this is like oohs and ahs. This is the chorus, maybe 8 or 9 different takes. And then as we go on, you'll see it just kind of continues on like that. And the reason that I do this, even though it's a lot of work, it creates a ton of different takes. It's just that obviously there's different stuff going on musically in each of these sections. And so what you might want to do for the volumes or the mix, the EQs, even your compression sometimes, the reverbs for sure, the effects that you want to add are likely going to be different across all of these different things. So by splitting up all the vocals in a particular section and then putting them down here to the buses, so as you can see, the yellow tracks here are all buses. And this is where a lot of the vocals are going to, right? So this is just those intro vocals. This is just the verses. This is just the pre-chorus. This is just the chorus. This is the bridge, the outro, those oohs and ahs. Here's the screams. So most of these are just all of those different volumes. And that allows me to have different effects, limiters, reverbs, whatever other kinds of things that I might want to have, EQs, different things on these, and I can set their volume very easily to be different from each other rather than trying to automate all this, which is what I was doing historically, which was just trying to take those long, in the length of the entire song tracks that David was sending me, and trying to automate all of these changes that I wanted to make. That's a massive headache. It seems like this is going to be a massive headache. And the upfront effort to set this up sort of is a little bit, it takes a little bit of time, but once that's done, now working on your mix is so much easier. So hopefully that was eye-opening for you and it helped you out. Check out Skystrobe on Spotify or iTunes or wherever you listen to music. Appreciate it. And subscribe if you want to get more mixing and mastering and sound engineer tips.